Sammy, are you inside? My key doesn't work. What's going on?
I can see you fumbling around through the window. The kids are loving it. Can you do more dancing?
Please, don't be silly. I came home from the hospital and my key didn't fit. I hear you and your children inside. Did your brother ask you to come over? What are you doing? As you can see, I have a newborn baby here. It's snowing outside. It's too cold for him.
So?
So? I don't know what you think you're doing, but please let us in.
What I do in my house is my own business.
What are you talking about? This is my house.
No, this is my house. I took over while you were gone. I changed the lock so you and your baby can't get in.
What? Are you out of your mind?
You haven't been home for a long time. That means you don't need the house anymore, right? So I've decided to move in. Do you have a problem with that?
It's insane for you to move in just because I wasn't home. I was at the hospital to deliver my baby. I've only had to be away for a week, and moving in without permission is not right.
Shut up. Well then, if you insist, you can come in. Just don't bring your baby in with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean it, as I said. I don't want your baby to come in.
You have your kids there.
My kids are older and smarter.
Huh?
My kids are both in elementary school. They can do most things on their own, but yours is a newborn. I don't want someone in my house who can't do anything on their own.
I'm sure your kids were the same. How can you say such a thing? I really don't understand.
Shut up. I've raised babies before, and I know how messy a house can get. I just cleaned the house yesterday. Don't bring a baby into my house.
I told you it's my house. Stop your nonsense. Hurry up and let me in.
I don't want to. I've already brought my stuff into this house.
Well,
I had a big fight with my husband. I took the kids and ran away from home. I was going to stay with my parents, but my mom said I should go home and talk it over with my husband again. She wouldn't let me in.
So you tried to rely on me. But how did you get into my house? Bob is away all the time on a business trip overseas. Your mom has the duplicate key, but no one else has one.
I got a duplicate key when I went to my parents' house.
What? Your mom gave you the key?
No, she didn't. I borrowed it when she went to the bathroom.
That means you took the duplicate key and changed the lock? That is a crime.
Don't talk nonsense. Bob bought this house. If it's my brother's house, that means it's my house, right?
Huh?
Anyway, I got your house. Pack up your stuff and leave.
Okay, I'll leave then.
Huh? Are you serious?
That's enough. Talking to you is a waste of time. I can't just wait outside with my baby.
Yay! I'll take this house then. I've always hated you.
What?
You seduced my favorite brother. My parents also like you for some reason.
I didn't seduce him.
Anyway, I don't think of you as family. Give up this house and go back to your parents' house.
Well...
Oh, you don't know where they are now, do you? I heard that your parents got divorced and they sold their house. You don't even know where they are now. You were alone and miserable. But you married my brother. I can't accept that.
I see. We don't need your approval. Bob and I are still married.
Shut up! You lost your parents. You lost your home. You're a homeless person. My brother will divorce you sooner or later. Don't you ever come back.
Of course I'm not going back. I think you're the one who's going to be homeless.
What are you talking about? You are such a loser.
I'm going to demolish the house.
Huh?
Hi, Kelly. I just finished work. Were you discharged today? I'm really sorry I couldn't be there. How are you doing since you got out of the hospital? I was so worried that all I could think about all day at work was you and the baby. If you're having a hard time on your own, Mom and Dad said they'll be right there. Don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, I'm with them right now.
What? What's wrong?
Me and the baby are fine. Sammy moved into our house.
Huh? She took over? What are you talking about?
I knew you'd have that reaction. Your dad picked us up from the hospital and he dropped us off at home. Then Sammy and her kids were inside. They'd changed the locks, so I couldn't get in. Sammy told me to leave because it's her house now.
What the hell? Why is Sammy in our house?
Sammy and her husband had a big fight. When she went to her parents' house, her mom didn't accept her. Then she came to our house.
Yeah, Mom and Sammy don't get along. Mom has always had a hard time with Sammy's selfishness. She didn't want Sammy to visit her.
I knew it. Your mother is also disgusted by what Sammy did.
Are you with my mom and dad now?
Yes, at your parents' house. I called your dad and he came right back. He drove me back to your parents.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't have to wait outside. But what's up with Sammy? I mean, how did she get into the house?
I think she used the duplicate key you gave your mother.
Don't tell me she gave her the key.
No, she took the key when she was out of the room. Then she changed the lock. I asked your mom about the key and she said she kept it in the back of a drawer.
Seriously? Finding a duplicate key in the short time she was at her parents' house? She's a thief.
I never expected someone to take over our house while I was in the hospital. Sammy has already moved her stuff into our house. What should we do now?
I'm really sorry for troubling you. I'll try to contact Sammy. Please wait a bit.
Okay. Until Sammy moves out of the house, I'll be staying at your parents'.
Okay.
Your mom is upset that Sammy took the key.
Sammy is the wrong one.
Also, spoke with the demolishing company. I asked them to take care of the house as soon as possible.
Okay. As soon as possible, that'd be great.
Yeah, I called them right away. They might be able to do it soon.
I see.
But it's not like it's going to happen right away. Will you talk to Sammy?
Okay, I'll give it a try. See you later. She's screwed up. I gave up.
Did you get in touch?
Yes, but I can't even talk to her. I feel like I'm talking to an alien.
Seriously?
I have no idea. She thought I was on her side. She told me she kicked you out for me. She's planning to live with me when I get back. I have no idea what she is talking about.
Oh no.
Sammy says you were cheating on me, and the baby is not mine.
What? On what basis did she say that?
I asked her the same thing. She said it's a woman's intuition. I thought it was stupid to argue with her, so I just let it slide.
I see. She doesn't like me. She is trying to break us up by saying nonsense like that.
There was no way I was going to believe Sammy. I always knew she was a bit off, but I never thought she'd turn into such a monster.
Hey, Bob. I've got an idea.
What?
Will you pretend to be on her side?
Pretending to be on her side?
Yeah, I want to take advantage of the fact that Sammy isn't on guard against you. I want you to find out what's going on and report back to me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I have another idea. It's a little complicated. Can I call you later and explain it to you?
Okay. I'll send messages to Sammy every now and then. Then, let you know what's going on.
Okay, please do that.
Have you gotten in touch with demolition companies yet? I'll be able to put the plan into action soon.
They say they are ready when we are. Any movement on Sammy?
She is going on a trip.
A trip?
She's taking her kids for a vacation. They're going to Miami.
That's a great opportunity.
Right? She kept insisting that I come with them. Of course I said no.
You are in London now. How could she ask you to go to Miami with them? She has a great sense of humor.
I'm afraid she's not being humorous. It's tiring to pretend to be on her side, even if it's for the sake of a strategy. She thinks I really believe her story. About the baby, too. It's stressful just talking about it.
I'm sorry for making you take such a hard role.
No, I'm out of the country. It's the least I can do. I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Besides, I'm almost done with all this stress. I'll do whatever it takes to make this plan work.
Yeah, we'll just have to be patient. We're both in this together.
Good morning, Kelly. It looks like today's the day to go. She just arrived at the airport with her kids. She sent me a picture.
Sounds great. I'll let the demolish service know that we're on schedule.
Okay. I'm sorry I left everything to you. I couldn't do anything.
Don't worry about it. Thank you for the information. Your mother is helping me a lot. Don't worry about us.
If anything goes wrong, call me right away.
Okay, good luck at work.
Kelly, what kind of prank is this? You are kidding me. Hey, Kelly. Answer it. Don't ignore.
Hello, Sammy. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your trip to Miami?
How did you know I went to Miami? Or more importantly, where is my house?
What? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. My house is gone.
Was there ever your house?
It's the house I got from you. My house was gone, and the land had been cleared. Why?
Didn't I tell you? I said I would have that house demolished. As I declared, I hired a demolishing service to do it.
You are serious? I thought you were joking. Why did you demolish the house?
It's hard to tell at a glance, but the house has deteriorated so much. We had originally planned to demolish it this year, but someone took over the house and made it uninhabitable. So we demolished it earlier than planned.
Oh no.
I'm going to build an apartment there. It's in a good location and I will be able to earn income from rent.
Wait.
Stay away because it's not safe to go near the construction site.
What are you doing? You can't just tear down my house. Are you crazy?
What I do with my house is my business, right?
No, it's not. This is my house. Technically, it's my brother's house, but it's also mine. He found out your baby wasn't his, right? You were just trying to get attention from my brother, but it's not right to demolish someone's house without permission, is it? I'm going to file a claim for damages.
I think you're the one who needs to understand. That's not Bob's house.
What? Whose house is it then?
It's my house.
What?
My parents' house was originally built there. As you know, my parents divorced when I was in high school and our family split up. The old family house was torn down. But the land belonged to my father, so he built a new house for me. He gave it to me when I graduated from high school. After that, he disappeared and I lost touch with him. I guess he thought it was his last present to his daughter. I am the current owner of the house and I pay the property tax. It is truly my house.
What? What's that? Your parents' house was this close? I thought they were in a different state.
I thought I told you before. I guess you didn't care about me.
But something is wrong. Isn't it supposed to be in Bob's name when you guys got married?
Not necessarily. At least not in my family.
Oh my god, what'd I do? How should I explain to my brother? He was going to divorce you when he came back from London. He was going to live with us in this house.
You don't have to worry about that.
What?
We're not getting a divorce.
What? Bob knows you cheated on him. He knows the baby is not his.
I'm sorry. We tricked you.
Huh?
Bob has known the whole situation from the beginning and is on my side.
No way.
He doesn't believe you at all.
Oh no! He doesn't believe me?
We were getting fertility treatments. There's no way the baby is not Bob's.
No way. Then where am I going to go? If I don't have a home, I'll be homeless. My kids are worried. What should I do?
Well, you should go to your parents' house.
What?
I've talked to your mother, and she's agreed to take care of you.
My mom?
Yes, you can thank your mom. Your mom doesn't want to live with you, but she agreed to accept you for my sake.
I can live at my parents' house?
Only for a limited time.
What?
You can only live there for a week. After a week, they're going to kick you out.
No way. There's no way they'll kick out their grandchildren.
Your mother is serious. Also, your parents got a call from your husband.
What?
Were you cheating on him? You didn't run away from him after you guys had a fight. Your husband found out about the affair and kicked you out of the house.
Ah!
Your husband told you to leave by yourself? But you took the kids and left while he was at work.
I thought if I was with my kids, my mom would take care of me.
You were trying to get your mother's sympathy.
But my mother didn't. Having a child with me was expensive. I couldn't afford to live in a hotel. I didn't know what to do.
That doesn't mean you could take my house.
I had nowhere else to go.
Your husband is divorcing you.
Divorce?
Why are you surprised? You cheated on him.
But what about our kids?
He's going to take care of them.
No. He's too busy working to raise kids.
I heard your husband's parents live nearby. I'm sure they will support you.
No. Usually mothers take care of their children after divorce, don't they?
That's not always the case. You stole the duplicate key and took my house. I don't think you can raise your children properly.
My kids don't want to leave me. They love me more than my husband.
I don't know if that's true. Both of your children are in elementary school, right? They're old enough to know right and wrong. And they must have a pretty good idea that their mother is a dangerous person. You must be aware of that, don't you?
Wait, then I'll be all alone.
Aren't you going to marry the man you cheated on?
I can't marry him. He's married.
Yes, he is.
I left him when my husband found out about the affair. He was terrible. He told me he was not serious with me. I didn't want to leave his wife.
Your husband wants alimony and child support.
Alimony?
Isn't it obvious? I'm sure you'll be contacted through your lawyer soon.
You've got to be kidding. There's no way I can afford to pay alimony. I spent all my money on vacations.
I don't give a damn about that. Well, I'll leave you now.
Wait! Kelly, what should I do? I've been in a lot of trouble because of you. It's really bad. Let me live in your house as an apology.
What?
My husband is demanding alimony and child support. That's a lot to deal with. My ex-boyfriend's wife also asked me for alimony. On top of that, my mother kicked me out because the deadline had passed. I have no money and no place to go.
So what?
I want to move in with you.
I don't want you to.
Why? You demolished your old house and moved somewhere else, didn't you?
Yes, well, I'm living in the new apartment now. What does that have to do with you?
My brother is still in London, so you can let me live there, right? Don't you feel sorry for me because I have nowhere to go?
I don't. I don't feel sorry for you.
Why not? We're family.
Family? Don't be silly. You're the kind of scum that takes over someone's house. You kicked me out of the house when I came home with a baby in my arms. You are not my family.
Seriously?
Is that all you wanted to say?
What?
I'll never tell you where we live, and there's no way you're moving in.
Wait, then can I borrow some money?
Huh?
My savings won't be enough to pay alimony and child support. It's not easy to find a job. I'll pay you back later. Can I borrow $30,000?
I refuse.
$15,000? You have a decent job. You have some money, right?
I have no intention of lending you a penny. You have to do something on your own. If you don't want to become a homeless person, you should work for yourself.
Why no one is helping me? Why do I have to go through such a hard time alone?
It's your own fault. Well then.
Please, don't abandon me. Kelly!
Sammy contacted all her relatives and friends for help. Everyone refused to help her, and she had no choice but to borrow money from a loan shark to pay alimony and child support. Her children seemed to know their mother was a bad person. They have grown up with their father and are thriving in their new environment. I've been able to cut ties with my sister-in-law, who has been harassing me in so many ways since I married my husband. My husband and I are both relieved. My husband will be coming back from London soon. With the corporation of my parents-in-law, I feel relieved that we will be able to raise our child with peace of mind from now on.
Dad, today it looks like I'm going to be able to leave school early.
I knew that was going to happen. We have a hurricane approaching us after all, right? I've been tasked with choosing whether to leave work early or stay here and risk being trapped when the full force of the storm comes.
What? Are there actually people willing to stay there?
Well, this place is running 24/7 since it's a factory after all. So people can technically stay here as long as they need to. Some people here are saying they'll wait until the eye of the storm and then make a break for home, while others will just stay the whole time. Well, I'll probably choose to leave work today and come home before any of that, though.
I see. So you plan to be home for the rest of the day then?
Well, I'll be home by around 3 or 4 today, I think. As long as everything goes to plan.
Well then, I'll be home a little bit before you then today.
Ah, I see.
Have you called Mom about any of this yet?
I tried giving her a call just a second ago, but she never answered me.
I did the same thing, and she never answered me either. I wonder if she's out getting groceries right now, so that we have enough things during the worst of the storm.
I'm sure that's the case.
Well, I'm going to have lunch with my friends really quick before making my way home. See you later.
Alright. Make sure to have a safe trip home then.
Will do. Please, just pick up your phone. I need your help. Just reply to me or something, Dad.
What's going on with you, Sky? Are you hurt?
The house!
The house?
Right now, the house is on fire and I can't do anything about it.
What did you just say?
I wasn't able to get a hold of Mom either, so I had to call you over and over. Right now, the fire department is here and they're trying to put it out, but you need to come home now. I don't know what to do or how all of this happened.
Alright. On my way now. No answer. No answer. Are you alright? No answer. No answer. Where are you right now, Shelby?
Oh, hi, Logan. Aren't you supposed to still be at work? It's not good to slack off and try talking to me all day when you work at a factory like that.
Where are you right now?
Me? I've been off work all day since my part-time job is closed, so I'm just relaxing at home.
Huh?
I'm not really sure what you're going on about, but I have a fire going right now, so can we talk later?
You have a fire going?
I'm about to put the pot on the stove to fry some things up, so I was getting the stove nice and hot. We are going to be having corn dogs for dinner today, so I hope you'll be looking forward to those.
Listen.
Actually, I'm gonna be at work all night tonight. Right now, the hurricane has gotten really bad out there, and none of us here are gonna be able to go home. I'll be getting paid overtime and everything to keep working, but I won't be home until after the storm has passed.
Really? Is that so? Well, that means tonight it will just be Sky and me at the house.
No. Actually, she is planning on staying at one of her friends' houses. It's a lot closer to her school.
Oh? So they didn't get a half day of school today with the whole hurricane passing through? I thought they would have had the day off before it came so that she could make it home. And, she never told me about going to her friends.
Well, they still do have a half day, but she said they wanted to hang out a little after getting out, and, well, now the storm is too bad for her to leave their house. She told me she tried giving you a call about it earlier, but you never answered it, so she called me instead to ask if it was okay.
Oh, I see. You're right. Now that I'm looking at it, she was trying to call me earlier. Well then, that means the three of us will all be sleeping in different locations tonight.
That appears to be the case.
Well, I'm gonna get back to work now, alright?
Sounds good. Good luck working an extra shift tonight.
Sky, are you doing alright?
Yep, just before things started to get really bad outside, I made it over to Aunt May's house. She started to make some of my favorite snacks just a second ago, so I'm starting to calm down a bit after what I just had to see.
I see. I'm sorry to have to say this, but for a little while, I think you'll be staying with Aunt May. I've also talked with your school about what's happened, and it looks like they'll allow you to take a little while off to deal with what's at hand.
Oh, thank you. Where are you at then, Dad?
I'm at work, in the break room, taking some time to think. I talked with my manager, and he told me I could stay in the break room for a while, and take time to deal with what's happened, and even sleep now if I want.
I see. The whole house is gone now, right?
That's what it seems like.
I still haven't been able to get in touch with Mom at all.
I was able to text her just a little bit only a second ago.
Wait, really? Where the heck has she been all this time?
Well, about that. She told me she's at home right now.
Even now?
I really don't want to think about what all is going on with her, but... Well, I just told her that you would be staying at one of your friends' houses for the night. One that's closer to school than our house.
Okay.
I know you were probably hoping to hear that Mom was out shopping or something, but what I've just brought up probably left you with even more questions. Sorry, Sky. I'm sure you can catch a hint at what's going on here, and if you have, then I'm really, really sorry. I hope you don't mind me lying to her about your current situation.
I'll be fine, Dad. And honestly, Dad, I knew something was going on with Mom a while back, but never knew quite what it could be.
What?
Did you not notice anything strange about Mom when she was at home? I'm sure you've already started looking into what would be causing her to act all strange, right? Have a friend follow her, or get someone to start an investigation?
Sky? Well, I plan on doing that now. I never really did notice anything wrong with Mom until now, but because of this, I'm talking with a detective as we speak. But due to the hurricane, they won't really be able to do much physically until it's over and everything goes back to normal. And, well, I've actually been wanting to wait on telling you about all of this until after I found some things. But I guess you already noticed something was up long before me.
Yeah, I guess I have then.
I'm sorry for hiding this from you, even though you already knew.
Dad? Just make sure you don't get too worked up over what you might find, okay? And also, the most important thing is to not strain yourself too much trying to find the answer.
Alright. Thank you, Sky.
Hey, you! Listen to me, Logan. What has happened here? House? What's happened to our house?
Shelby. Hello. Were you able to make it back to the house this morning alright?
This is... the house. Our house. Is this what's left of it after burning down?
Yes. What you're seeing right now is all we have left of the house. Luckily, there was nobody that got injured or lost their life. But what the fire department told me is that with all the wind, and the fact that nobody was home to take care of the fire when it first started, the whole place was lost. Had it been any regular kind of day, the fire department could have at least saved half the house. But having to battle the fire with the winds the hurricane was bringing, there was not much they could do about it.
Huh? Oh, wait a second. When you and I were texting one another yesterday, the house was already gone?
Well, that's the case, Shelby. Sorry for texting you after the fire. I'd like to let you know that everything was lost in the fire, and I mean everything.
What? What are you talking about? I am shocked to see that the whole house got burnt down and is lost now with everything that was in it. Wait, where is Sky at? Is she all right?
I told you already that there were no casualties of any kind. So, she's fine. As of right now, I have her staying over at my little sister's house. For the time being, she's going to be going to school from that house, and we'll be calling it home.
Ah, I see. Well, that's good to hear. And what about you, Logan? Where are you at now?
I'm in my work's break room. I've been in here all night, trying to wait out the storm and working on resolving all my current issues.
I see. Well then, since this has happened to us, I assume it's all right for me to head over to your little sister's house as well and stay there. I'm sure you'll show up later as well, right?
Nope. I'm kindly asking that you do not go over to her house.
What? Why can't I go? My parents' house is very far from here, so I don't have anywhere else to go.
Tell me, Shelby, where have you been all night?
Huh? After our house had burnt down, you said to me that you had the stove on and were planning to make corn dogs for dinner. No, that was something else.
What house were you at then? You told me you were at home all day because you didn't have to work.
I was actually over at my friend's house at the time, and that's kind of what I was talking about. There weren't any problems at the time.
Shelby, I know about how you were with one of your friend's husbands last night. I was informed by her that she had to go back to her parents' house for the week due to a death in the family, and would be taking the kids with her. She told me her husband was on a business trip, and that's why their house was empty of anyone when I went over there. I now know that you went to a hotel with her husband though last night, and that's where you both stayed. Originally, you had only planned on staying there during the day until before Sky and I got home. But, due to the hurricane, I told you I'd be staying the night at work, and Sky would be at her friend's house. And so you went ahead and extended your stay at the hotel with him after learning the news from me.
Wait. What are you...
And once the hurricane had passed, you aimed to be home just before I could get home from the factory. But when you made it home this morning, the house was in ashes, right? This is all I know of what happened so far, but you can probably agree that all of this is true.
No way. Why? How?
Sky had told me that she had noticed something was up with you for a while now, and I only realized that yesterday when the house was on fire and I spoke to you after. Because of that, I had an investigation started, but they couldn't get to work until after the storm. So, all night long I was doing loads of research.
You started a what?
An investigation. I needed to get some professional help with this.
What about my privacy, though?
You get no privacy when you start cheating on your own husband.
But...
Don't worry. Your friend has been made well aware of all of this as well.
Huh? What the hell are you doing?
As I told you, I wasn't the only one aware of you cheating. Sky has noticed something going on for a long time.
Really?
I know I'm not the most observant of people, so she must have gotten those genes from you or something. But she was right about what she was thinking, and was ready for a day like this.
You're kidding.
Sky has told me that if we get a divorce, she wants to come with me.
What? No way she'd do that to me. I'm not going to let you get custody of her.
Sky is not 17 years old, Shelby. She is about to be old enough to choose who she wants to call her parent, and who she doesn't want to. And it seems to me like you'll never be seeing her again in your life.
Really?
Sky is in pain right now. She is suffering from a very deep wound to her heart, and it will take a very long time to heal. Not only did she just lose the house that she grew up in all her life, but now she lost her mother in it as well. She noticed something was up with you, but never wanted to think it was because you were cheating on me. Yet, here we are now, at the worst outcome. And you think it's just her that's hurt by all of this? No. Right now, I'm on the verge of crying, and my heart is practically shattered. You've really done it this time, Shelby. I hope something like this doesn't scar Sky as badly as it may.
Logan!
If you still have an ounce of thought left for how she might be feeling right now, then you should know to never come around either one of us again.
Logan. She is my daughter as well, though. What about my friend? You all have to understand that what I did was just for the thrill.
You thought as a married woman, it was okay to get a thrill by having sex with another man at that hotel room while your house is on fire? I'm not even able to laugh at something like that.
This was never supposed to happen, though.
A few days later, Shelby made her way over to my sister's house saying that she wanted to see her daughter. But without even letting her see where she was, Sky let out a huge scream saying that she hated Shelby, which nearly shattered the windows. When hearing that, Shelby knew that it was over and gave up before leaving the property. As for the house, it appears the reason for the fire starting had to do with a cigarette butt that wasn't totally extinguished. And after some questionings from the police about it, it turns out that it was Shelby that had thrown the cigarette butt onto the carpet when her friend's husband arrived to take her to the hotel. Of course, she was fined by the city for this, and would later be sued by me for burning the house down. Along with suing her for that, I was also able to get a settlement from both her and her friend's husband in the divorce. After all of that had been settled, Shelby moved out of the city, and into a smaller town to the north, where she's found herself a new place to live all by herself, working a new job to pay off all the fines and settlements. When it comes to my daughter and I, we are able to move into housing provided by the company I'm working for. It'll be some time before we're both able to get back to the lives we like to call normal, but as long as we have one another, we both feel loved and safe. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story.